Hello, everyone. I'm Samalid Hogan, your trusted business advisor. Today, I want to talk about the new grants that the City of Springfield has released through the Department of Recovery and Business Continuity. This is a very important program for many of the businesses who were unable to get funding from the SBA throughout the pandemic. So I want to show you today where to get all of the information and how to get started with filling out your application. First, we're going to go to the City of Springfield website, specifically the Department of Recovery and Business Continuity website. This is where you can find the request for proposals, all of the instructions, and the forms to fill out. Once you're here, you can scroll down to the area where it says Request for Proposals, Instructions, and Guidelines. This is where you'll find all of the information you need to know about this program. Now, as you can see, this program is intended for 3 different categories: existing businesses, new businesses, and nonprofits. So depending on which one you are, that's the application you want to look at. City of Springfield will start receiving applications November 1st, 2021. It's here in the RFP. They will continue to accept applications all the way until November 1st, 2024. Of course, we don't know how long the funds are going to last. So you might want to, not sit on this too long and actually apply for it. But if you need more time to get up to speed with your taxes and other things that you might have, so you do have the time to do this. And it also talks about who is going to be in the committee that's going to evaluate these applications. And here's, I think, the most important part of this too. You have the comparative evaluation criteria, how they're going to review and evaluate all these applications and rank them so they can make sure that they're giving the monies to businesses who have really been hurt by the pandemic, right? You will want to review this carefully and compare it to your answers and put yourself in the shoes of the review committee and review your application from their point of view using that evaluation criteria. Now, I do recommend that you also look at the cover sheet. That will answer a lot of your questions in regards to what forms you specifically need to submit. Now, I'm going to go over the cover sheet for the small business application. It is pretty straightforward. You fill out all of your information, names of the owners. If you're the sole owner, you can note that as well, and you won't have to fill out that information. There's other requirements here, other information that they want to know about you, the demographics to track who is getting helped by this type of grant that the city is putting out. And this is the most important part here is the application requirements. You will want to read this very carefully and make sure you respond to each requirement on the application. Do not miss anything or assume that they won't need that. No, you need to provide it. If you're a new business and you're looking at the new business application, there will be some documents that you may not be able to provide, but that would also be noted on the cover sheet. And then here comes this area where you can actually answer the questions, and they're giving you some spaces to actually fill out. But my recommendation is that you complete that in a separate document and then just write in here, see attached responses. And I think that's a little bit more organized than trying to actually handwrite your answers in here and or try to fill it out in the PDF. Also, I want to note that there's a tax and income certification form you will need to fill out. The tax certification basically says that you don't owe taxes to the city, to the state, or to the federal government. And you do need to get that form notarized. So you will want to find a notary public near you to be able to get that document all set before you submit your application. There's also an income certification form that goes along with that one. And that one you do not need to get notarized. So this is a tax certification affidavit, and you'll fill out all of this information. You complete this area here, and then you bring it to a notary public, and they will stamp this and certify that you are the person who has filled out this form. Here's the income certification form. This is the one that you do not need to get notarized. You just complete it and submit it with your application. Now, I want to be clear on this. You do have to have all of your taxes up to date. That doesn't mean other things that were into consideration for other grants or the programs of the SBA, like your credit, whether or not you actually had to make money last year or throughout the pandemic. There was all of these different requirements with the federal program that are not required here. But at the very least, you need to make sure that all your taxes are up to date. You don't owe the city any money for anything, or even the state and the federal government. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, a like, share it. And if you need help reviewing your application, you can get help for free from the Small Business Center by filling out a request for counseling form online, and we'll be happy to review your application and give you some feedback.